Today's Bible reading is taken from first book of the Maccabees, chapter 1, verses 10 to 15, 41 to 43, 54 to 57, and 62 and 63. And today's Gospel according to Luke chapter 18, verses 35 to 43. First book of the Maccabees, chapter 1, verses 10 to 15, 41 to 43, 54 to 57, and 62 and 63. The wicked ruler Antiochus Epiphanes, son of King Antiochus III of Syria, was a descendant of one of Alexander's general. Antiochus Epiphanes had been a hostage in the Rome before he became king of Syria in the year 137. At that time there appeared in the land of Israel a group of traitorous Jews who had no regard for the law and who had a bad influence on many of our people. They said, "Let's come to the terms with the Gentiles, for our refusal to associate with them has brought us nothing but trouble." This proposal appealed to many people, and some of them became so enthusiastic about it that they went to the king and received from him permission to follow Gentile customs. They built in Jerusalem a stadium like those in the Greek cities. They had an operation performed to hide their circumcision, abandoned the Holy Covenant, started associating with Gentiles, and did all sorts of other evil things. Antiochus now issued a decree that all nations in his empire should abandon their own customs and become one people. All the Gentiles and even many of the Israelites submitted to this decree. They adopted the official pagan religion, offered sacrifices to idols, and no longer observed the Sabbath. On the 15th day of the month of Kislev in the year 145, King Antiochus set up the awful horror on the altar of the temple, and pagan altars were built in the town throughout Judea. Pagan sacrifices were offered in front of the houses and in the streets. Any books of the law which were found were torn up and burned, and anyone who was caught with a copy of the sacred books or who obeyed the law was put to death by order of the king. But many people in Israel firmly resisted the king's decree and refused to eat food that was ritually unclean. They preferred to die rather than break the holy covenant and eat unclean food, and many did die. Today's Gospel reading according to Luke chapter 18, verses 35 to 43. As Jesus was coming near Jericho, there was a blind man sitting by the road begging. When he heard the crowd passing by, he asked, "What is this?" Jesus of Nazareth is passing by, they told him. He cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, take pity on me." The people in front scolded him and told him to be quiet, but he shouted even more loudly, "Son of David, take pity on me." So Jesus stopped and ordered the blind man to be brought to him. And when he came near, Jesus asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" "Sir," he answered, "I want to see again." Jesus said to him, "Then see, your faith has made you well." At once he was able to see, and he followed Jesus, giving thanks to God. When the crowd saw it, they all praised God. Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. May God our Father and His Son Jesus fill you with His mercy, peace and love. Amen.